So, hello everyone. So today we will be doing an activity. In the last class, I told you about shadow. It was an introduction. Now today we will be discuss further about shadows. The two most important things we will discuss today. First one is conditions required to make a shadow. What all conditions should be there to make a shadow. Second, if shadow is formed, then there should be some factors which affect shadow. So we will also discuss about the factors which affect the shadow. So let's discuss all these things, and then after that I have provided a worksheet to you. You have to write your observation after doing activities by your own and not looking into your book. I am expecting that you will submit your work honestly. And let's start. So as I told you, we will be discussing about shadow formation, and I have also kept this worksheet with me. You might not able to see this. Let me first blow the torch, and this is the worksheet I have kept, and I will be also writing my observations over here. You can take simple things to do this experiment. So first thing, what all conditions should be there. So what all things we require to make shadow is, of course, a source of light. I have taken 3 sources of light. One is this one. Second, this is more spreading. Second one is this torch of mobile phone. And third one is, this is not that much spreading. And third is more point source. It is a laser light. So let's see. In your case, you can take 2 sources, but I'll show you what is the thing you have to observe. So first, 3 things you require to make shadow. One is a screen. I have taken this screen. You have to take a light color screen so that you can get the screen is over here. This laser light, pointing laser light on it. Then I am taking source of light, and then object of which you are making shadows. So let's start. So first is shape of, you can see, first is shape of object. So let's change the shape of object and see. First I have taken this pen, okay, and I will form the shadow, and we'll observe what happens with the shape of. So right now my object is pen. So you can see the shadow is pretty cylindrical. But now if I'll change the shape of object by this spot, now you can see the shadow is not going that top, but shadow is not like this pen, not that longer. It's cylindrical but shorter one. Now last week I asked the question that why in the morning time and the evening time shadows are longer, whereas in the noon time it's longer. So yes, we know shape of object doesn't change, source of light will not change, like it will be sun every time. But what happens, you have to observe what I do. Suppose this is a sun, source of light is a sun, and when I move it, you have to observe it, move it on top, you can see what happens with the shadow. Shadow is becoming shorter. Now then I'll take it on top, then it will be the shortest or a point. Then I'll take it over there, its shadow will be grow again. So let's do this side, and you can observe the shadow is becoming growing. Now what happens in this case, when I move the source of light, same like sun. So what happens when source of light is moved? When source of light is moved, the shape exposed to the light, this time this whole shape is exposed to the light, and shadow formation and the deadlock is created by this shape. Whereas I will take this source of light over here, then only this much source is in direct contact with the this much shape, this shape only, the topmost shape is in the contact with the source of light or light. So shadow will be shorter. Yes, the source is also slanting, and putting its impact on the longer side, so that's why shadow is longer. Now after doing this, what I will do, I've seen that two different objects I've taken, and then I will write my observation. I'll show you how I write observation. Okay, so I've not taken coin, so I'll cut it. I will say pot. So for the pen, shadow is longer. For pot and cylindrical. Shadow is shorter and more circular. As you've seen, it's more circular. In the case of coin, it will be more circular. Now let's do second activity, nature of source of light. I'll do it in front of you. You will write your own observations over here. I'll write observation of, I'll tell you what is the observation should be. So I'm changing the source of light. I have taken this torch LED, which is more spreading, and then I'll keep this object over here, as you can see. Adjust it. Okay. So as you can see, right now I'm putting this source of light, and let me put it over here. So as you can see, the shadow formed on over there, but shadow is not that clear, it's blur. Now let's change the source of light. Now I am taking this laser light, which is a point source, and see the shadow. So shadow is not clear, but only very small shadow is forming over there. You can see very small, it's not clear even. Only shadow is forming of that part in which light is falling, not whole shadow is not forming. But in the case of torch, I'll see shadow is more clear. I've taken this torch of mobile phone, and shadow is more clearer than other sources. Now what I will write in observation, in the case of laser light, which is point source, shadow was not of full object and shorter. In the case of shadow is proper on screen. So this thing we call screen, on which shadow is forming. And third, LED light. Blur. So like this you have to do your activities, other three activities, and these also you can perform by yourself, and then you have to write observation and submit it. The question answer of that question I have covered in last class, that why shadow is longer in morning and evening. I have given answer that because the exposure to the light, surface which is exposed to the light, is bigger in morning and evening and smaller in the noon. Thank you.